the tech has not been cooperating. So if you can see me live, give me a big ol' hello in the comments. If you are new here, my name is HollyAnne Knight. Welcome to String and Story, and welcome to the Free Motion Quilting Academy graduation for our spring 2020 cohort. Now, what I'm doing right here on my phone down below is I'm just refreshing. I'm making sure that I can see you guys and you guys can see me. I did this a hot second ago and it didn't work and it was very scary, but it looks like we are live now. Oh, thank God. I can see some of you guys. Hallelujah. The tech is working. Oh, I am so glad that you're here with me, Jennifer. I see you in my inbox. I would love to see you in the comments. Say hi in the comments too if you are here with me. I'm going to hit share just to make sure this goes over to the Quilting Rockstars group, and I want it to go over to our Sue, you're here. Lisa, Joe, I'm so glad you guys are here. Let me just get this shared over so that everyone can join us. And oh, guys, we have such a celebration to have here tonight. We have over 40 graduates who are celebrating with us tonight. Oh, and I see you guys. Oh, thank heavens. Oh, let me turn my volume down. Let's see who is here. I see Sue, Lisa, Minerva, Barb, Lynn, Cynthia, Trina, Deborah, Jenny, Dawn, Helen, Pat. Oh, welcome, Jen. Woohoo! And the neighborhood is honking for the high school seniors. Jennifer, that's perfect timing. So congrats to our grads tonight. We are here to celebrate you. I picked up a couple of balloons today because we just needed a proper celebration. Oh, my heavens. I'm so thrilled to see you. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take a sip of water. We're going to take one moment to bemoan that it is May, and I am wearing long sleeves. What the actual heck? I feel betrayed by the weather, but not as much as my friends further up on the East Coast probably feel because they had snow last night, so that's crazy. And we're going to jump over. I'm going to jump straight in to this slide deck for you guys because we have some truly incredible rock stars to celebrate tonight, and I just don't want to let another minute go by without celebrating all of you. I see you hopping on. There's so many of you. This makes me so happy. We have over 40 graduates tonight, so we're going to jump straight into talking about the qualities of a free motion quilting rock star, and we're going to then celebrate each and every one of these rock stars who is celebrating or who's graduating here tonight. Katie, I have already had Thin Mints and margaritas in y'all's honor, okay? And I am here now with my tall glass of water, and we are going to just have a brilliant time. So, Free Motion Quilting Academy graduation, spring 2020, this beautiful class I'm so thrilled to present to you. So here's what you need to know about the qualities of a rock star. First, these rock stars are will have a willingness to do the work to make progress on her quilting skills. Every rock star we're going to celebrate tonight has worked hard. And I want to just already go ahead and pause and give a special shout out to tonight's cohort because y'all have persevered through me breaking my ankle right at the beginning of class, which threw a whole monkey wrench into everything. And then at the end of our time together, going straight into COVID-19. And so from a broken ankle to a freaking pandemic, y'all have persevered. You have done the work because you are committed to making progress on your quilting skills. These rock stars have a dedication to giving themselves grace when the practice is messy. And y'all, practice has been messy at times during our week together. I think one of my favorite things about the last 3 months has been the Q&A time that we've spent together just in the messy middle of the things, right? And the times when we've just looked at each other via Facebook Live and said, this thing is hard, but it is worth the work. And we're going to show grace for when it's not working. We're going to step away. We're going to come back and we're going to keep going. You guys have demonstrated joy in celebrating accomplishments and finished projects. And those are not always the same thing, right? Sometimes we have accomplishments, sometimes we have finished projects, and sometimes we have both. And you guys have persevered. I'm so proud of how many of our graduating rock stars tonight have actually completed quilts, like for real snuggle on the couch, put them on the bed quilts during the course of this class, in addition to their practice. They haven't just been working on practice sandwiches. They have been working on big old quilts. And I think that is phenomenal. Oh my goodness, I love this. 82 in Seattle. I am so jealous. My goodness, look at all your beautiful faces here tonight. Oh guys, the celebration is real. It makes me so happy. Y'all have demonstrated a commitment to encouraging others on their journeys. You guys have received commitments of encouragement from the cohorts before you. You have shown it to each other, and you've also passed that encouragement along to the cohort coming behind you. As there are many folks who are going to be graduating with us in July when we have a second graduation for this cohort, the spirit of joy and encouragement has been strong with this group. And I think that has been made even stronger by what's been going on with the pandemic. And I celebrate that in every single one of you. And finally, the fifth quality of a rock star is delight in the quilting community and camaraderie. Man, we have had some good times. This has been an amazing 3 months together. And some of you guys who started with me in the fall have been working on this journey even longer. And you've shown that grit over a long period of time and just a willingness to delight in community along the journey, kind of no matter what's coming. Y'all, these are beautiful qualities. And I'm so excited for each and every one of you. So I'm jumping straight in because I can't contain myself. Y'all, last night I was working on the slide deck I'm literally showing you right now. I'm about to show you the names and the final projects of each of the rock stars graduating tonight. And Hubster had taken the boys on a drive and he brought them back. And I was very emotional over these slides. And John got the boys in bed and he came down. He's like, what's going on? And I'm like, I'm just so proud of each of these women, right? You guys have shown up and you've shown out and you have done creative work. You have done pragmatic work. You have done emotional work. We have gone through the weeds of this thing together. And each and every photo that I added to these slides last night, I got really emotional because I'm so proud of and thankful for each of you guys. You've worked for this and you've earned it. So before I just totally get carried away with emotion, once again, I'm like jumping hard into this because I'm scared I'm just going to completely lose it. And I want to do you guys the right honor before I completely fall to bits with just joy and emotion. So I present to you our spring 2020 class of Free Motion Quilting Academy Rockstars. First up, Anne McKenzie. I love this whole class. So for those of you who are not familiar, at the end of Free Motion Quilting Academy, we talk about quilting plans, so how to decide what to quilt where inside Free Motion Quilting Academy, and I also teach about 30 quilting motifs. The final project of this class, oh, Sue, I just saw your message. Can you tag them for me? Let's see if I can tag real quick. Karen. I'm pausing because one of the folks who's having trouble getting on is literally the beautiful Anne, who I'm talking about right now. Let's go ahead and tag them and that will help them see it. Okay. The final project of Free Motion Quilting Academy is a fat quarter size or larger whole cloth quilt. So that's what you're going to see from each of these ladies tonight. So first up, the beautiful Anne McKenzie, who I hope is jumping on with us right at this exact moment. Sue, will you share this video to the Free Motion Quilting Academy Facebook group for me? That will help as well because I only shared it to Quilting Rockstars. So if they're over in the FMQ Academy group, they're going to have trouble finding it. Perfect. Thank you. Then Carolyn Lear. So beautiful. I love the display of motifs here. Carolyn created a sampler style final project. And I think it's so cool to see so many of the motifs that we covered together. Mel Dugash. So hopefully you guys will be able to see on your screens. If you're not on a large screen, I highly recommend jumping over to a large screen so that you can see Mel's beautiful hummingbird that's in the center of this whole cloth quilt. And this is the first of many pictures you're going to see where one of our rock stars submitted a selfie in front of her work. It's something I asked them to do if they were comfortable doing it. And each of your smiles, my face has been hurting for days, just grinning back at each and every single one of you. So well done, Mel. Barbara Spanders, I love this. Barbara, I'm worried that I just totally butchered your last name, but your final project is absolutely gorgeous. Well done, love. Nancy Saracini, well done, Rockstar. I love this final project. I love the detail you included in creating this landscape out of thread. Joe, are you here? Brilliant. Okay, let's see. Let me make sure everybody got on. Live button. Unfortunately, I had some tech issues, so it took me a second to get live as well, and I'm sure that did not help. So hopefully everyone is finding us okay. I sure hope so anyway. Okay, I'm going to try to slow down a little bit, Deborah. I'm excited, so I'm moving fast, but we're going to try to let these sit. Carol Berger, many of you saw her work earlier today. I couldn't resist sharing your work, Carol. I love this Rockstars 2020. And I just feel like that is so appropriately commemorative of, I think this cohort, I think you guys had to work a little extra hard to be graduating right now, in many ways because of the pandemic. And it has hit us all. And guys, I've been so thankful. Oh, it's not sharing for some reason, Sue. Okay, hang tight. Let me find a way to hit share. Why can't I share it? We're just gonna do some tech troubleshooting for a hot moment here. But I feel like you guys have worked extra hard because of everything that's been going on, and I've been so thankful to have you guys as a community and get to participate in the group with you, being your coach, being your guide, answering your questions as you've completed this journey in the midst of a difficult season. All right, let's see if I can share this. Share this to the grad time. All right. Tech is not our friend tonight, guys. I am so sorry that tech is not our friend. All right, here we go. So Carol, absolutely beautiful. Well done, my love. Diane, Diane, you are one of the first people to submit your final project, and I just grinned just right back at you. I love the texture you created. I love the juxtaposition you created between those very floral motifs in the center, and then your switchbacks for the background. Well done. Great composition. I love it. Deborah, I woke up my husband to show him your final project because this fish is just phenomenal. The textures, the movement, the creativity, every bit of it. I am so, so, so proud of you. Well done, Rockstar. I love the use of like a print for the binding. Is that an Allison Glass print? I'm like leaning awkwardly close to the camera because it looks like an Allison Glass print. I was trying to decide that or not. So good. Jeanette, I love this. Look at this beautiful welcome sign. Jeanette, I saw this and I was like, can we have tea? I would very much like to have tea with this hanging on your door. Something that Jeanette did that is very brave is Jeanette chose to use a very contrasting thread for her final project. So she used a light thread on a dark background and allows us to really see her work. It takes a lot of courage. I'm really proud of you for making that choice, Jeanette. Kathy, I love this so much. It looks like a compass to me, which of course makes me want to travel because that's all any of us really want to do right now. But you incorporated lots of motifs and created beautiful texture with your final project. Nancy, this garden, I love your use of color. I love the way that you changed up the densities of your quilting and also incorporated some writing up into that top right corner, that reminder to bloom. Guys, throughout our slideshow tonight, you are going to see many encouraging messages. And Allison Glass it is, haha! I was using that print recently, that's how I know. I also have, it's not the same print that I bound this Dogwood Blossoms quilt with, but I used the same print in a different color in the background. So, you know, I'm a little bit biased. But you guys, just like Nancy's message here to bloom, you're going to see many encouraging messages throughout this slideshow. And I think that always happens with the Rockstar quilts. I think it touched me a little bit differently right now, right? This is a season where we're not really sure what's going on in the whole wide world. It was very interesting. I had to go to Target today to pick up some things, and it was simultaneously very crowded and very weird. With all of us wearing masks and all the things. So again, just another reason to applaud tonight's graduates for their just demonstration of positive spirit in a really difficult season, right? Barbara, I absolutely love your use of feathers and textures and creating this. I'm unsure if it's a house or a castle, but I love it. And I love the texture that you made with your gorgeous stitching. Carolyn also created a fish, also stunning, another use of very contrasting thread. Guys, I'm here for it. I don't know if we ever talked about my love of fish. If we did, maybe you guys are playing to that. If we didn't, maybe you just instinctually know, but I low-key obsessed with fish, and I really enjoyed these projects. I love this. I love the way that you created the background, the environment in which this beautiful fish is dwelling, but also the actual scales on the fish and everything as well. A little bit of thread painting. Oh, so good, Carolyn. Did Anne make it on, Sue? I sure hope so. Erica, absolutely beautiful. Look at that grin. Just look at that grin. These feathers, this cardinal, man, that cardinal is living in an ideal environment right there. I love it. Again, great use of thread color. I love that you use the wood grain motif to actually create the wood grain. So, so, so good. Oh no, it froze up, Delina. Can someone tell Delina to hit refresh? That would be very good. Joe, another sampler style quilt that I completely adore. I love the way that you chose to show off the different motifs that we created together. And I think you said that these buttons are from your mom's vintage button collection. I know there's a story behind them. So Joe, thank you for incorporating them. That feels really special. Barbara, so beautiful. That feather border. I mean, who can resist a good feather border? And incorporating some floral motifs in the middle. This is absolutely beautiful. I love your use of both a plaid fabric for your background, but also another print for your binding. I think that adds a lot of movement. And I love your use of a nice contrasting thread against your background. Johanna, this is so lovely. So I kept wondering, I was looking at it and looking at the background of your photo, and I couldn't tell if this is your backyard or not, but it looks like it could be your backyard. And I think that's so special that it just looks like a space I could walk right into and enjoy a cup of tea out in the garden. Oh, Anne, you made it. Thank heavens. And you were first in the slide deck, so you're going to have to catch the replay, but your work is absolutely beautiful, my dear. Yes, yes, yes. It took a little bit of tagging and refreshing, and technology has not been, I had troubles getting on myself, guys. So it is not you, it is Facebook. We are blaming Facebook, okay? Sorry, Facebook. We love you, but technology. Lucy, so beautiful. Again, that stunning feather border, incorporating some feathers in the middle. I love this whole cloth so much, and I especially love your smile, Lucy. You did such a good job, and I'm so proud of you, Rockstar. Beverly, so beautiful. Oh my gosh, I love how inspired by nature you guys are, and I'm going to assume that you're probably, it is your backyard. Joanna, I'm so glad. That makes me so happy. I, again, love the way that you've used the wood grain motif to create your tree. I also love that subtle inclusion of the word joy right inside the heart of your tree. Just that reminder. I see faithfulness, kindness, self-control. It looks like you've stitched out each and every one of the fruit of the spirit. And what a beautiful reminder. Always, but especially now, right? Of these characteristics that it is just beautiful to embody within ourselves, right? Barb, another gorgeous landscape. This just looked like a painting I want to dive right into. Beautiful use of texture. I love the way that you use switchbacks to create those trees, all the different thread changes. This is inspiring, Barb. This is absolutely beautiful. Carol, again, y'all have been so pictorial this year, and I love that so much. It's something that we talk about in that final unit, but of course, you're always open to interpretation. Carol, I'm very impressed with how you created different dimensions or different depths within your picture here, and using lots and lots of different motifs to create those textures and kind of those hills coming towards the viewer. I absolutely love it. Mary Jo, that feather border and a beautiful oval with a scene in the middle. Oh, you did such a good job. I know that for each of you heading into these final projects, it was like, can I do it? Y'all, you've absolutely rocked it. Now, I need to remember the chosen spot. I was saying I need to remember to lean in and read. I love the chosen spot. So that, Mary Jo, between you and me, there's a particular place in my house that I don't always go when I need to pray, but when there are particular things I need to pray about, that's where I go. And something about your whole cloth, it really reminded me of that, of having that chosen spot, that special place. I think it's absolutely beautiful. Sharon, this elephant, oh, I love it so much. So when I was in high school, I had the opportunity to travel to India 3 times. And I fell in love with Mindi, which often in the West is known as henna. So it's a temporary skin dye out of the henna plant. But when I saw your elephant, Sharon, I was like, oh, that would be so beautiful as Mindi. It's like actually painted on the skin. And I love it thread painted onto this fabric right now. It's absolutely, absolutely beautiful. Oh, I love seeing your words of encouragement for each other. Keep it coming, guys. Keep it coming. Mari, I love this tie-dye, and it's harder to see exactly what you quilted, but when I lean in, I love the way that you framed with those kind of Greek keys, those square spirals. And I love that you've used the tie-dye of your fabric as part of the movement of your stitching. Absolutely beautiful work, dear. Kelly, this butterfly, you know, last year we had this gorgeous theme of butterflies, and I was so glad, Kelly, that you kept it going. I think each of you guys right now is like a butterfly in so many ways, that you started out with your free motion quilting journey. So many of you expressed feelings of vulnerability, of uncertainty of what was to come, of whether or not you could do it. And now I feel like each and every one of you is coming out of that chrysalis as a beautiful butterfly right now. And Kelly, I love the way that your work encapsulates that. Mary. Mary, I was worried that this would be the place where I would get like more emotional than I really wanted to get. And it turns out I was right. Mary, your work is beautiful, but Mary, so are you. Like your smile in this picture, I want to give you the biggest hug ever. I love the way that you incorporated this image of actual COVID-19 in the center of this flower. This is such an image of hope that as we are in, and I even hate saying it. I hate saying unprecedented. I hate saying uncertain. I hate saying all these words that we're hearing as buzzwords on the news, right? But in this thing that we haven't done before of a global pandemic, that you chose to create this imagery with this new skill of yours, to create this image of hope, right? That even COVID-19 could somehow blossom into a beautiful flower. And I think there are blessings that are showing up in our lives. And I know in my life, just an enriching of relationships that I'm having more communication with because we're taking the time to be more intentional, right? But even just having this time with you guys, of having survived a pandemic in the middle of a cohort together, this whole cloth really hit me in my heart, Mary. Thank you for taking the time to create this. Your work is absolutely stunning. Selwyn, I love that you incorporated the actual photograph of inspiration into these photos you sent me. I don't remember if you sent me the exact story behind this place, but I love that you chose to capture it in free motion, and you did an absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous job. Sue, I feel exactly, so precious is the only like term I have that fully encapsulates like every single one of you who is graduating, each of you who is tuning in as part of this community, I just want to hug you guys so tight. And some of you have, like, fortunately or unfortunately, been on the receiving of that emotion via email. Means I just want to hug you. That's how I feel about each of you tonight. I'm so proud and so thankful of each and every one of you. Karen, I love this picture of home. You know, all of us are resting and are hopefully resting in our place of home right now. Hopefully each of us has a safe place that we're calling home. And I love that even as many of us are feeling so stir crazy in our homes right now, that you were able to create this gorgeous piece that celebrated home and what that means, that the ability to have a safe place to be right now. This is beautiful work, Karen. Oh, Sue, that would just make my life to be able to have a show someday. Guys, I'm so sorry. I was outside earlier and the pollen is killing me, so I keep coughing. I would love to be able to have a show someday that's all of these quilts hanging. That would make me so happy. Lisa, oh, Lisa, John wanted to take a picture of me last night putting this photo into the slide deck because I literally was hugging my laptop because I was like, it's just so beautiful and she's so beautiful. This work is gorgeous. And the smile on your face, I think, says it all. I love the depth of field. I love the choice of motifs. I love the contrast of textures. You did such a beautiful job, Lisa. I love it so much. Susan, stunning work. I love your little duck. I love the stained glass that you sent me a picture of that went with this duck, of your inspiration. And I love your choice to work in an oval on this square quilt. I think that's so cool and such a cool use of texture. Cynthia, yes, I love that you used your voice to communicate an important message. And I love that with that, you incorporated words and images and textures. And I know you mentioned in the group that it was hard to photograph this, but I love that you used sparkly fabric. I think that's completely fabulous. Well done, Cynthia. Becky, oh, that big feather. Everything about this beautiful little bench, park, sunset. I want to go walking here. I want to just like have Havana on her leash. I want to have like a cup of coffee. And maybe it's not sunset, maybe it's sunrise, and just like go out for a morning walk. This just looks like somewhere that would be beautiful to step into and relax. Thank you for sharing this with us, Becky. Kathy, oh, these textures. And Kathy, you probably know I tend to be team navy, not team purple, but man, this purple works, girl. This is beautiful. I love that McTavishing in the center. I love each of the borders you created. You truly created like a quilt, but with whole cloth. And I love that it's a medallion style free motion quilted quilt. Janet, gorgeous. I love that you took the time to incorporate those peacock plumes. They're harder to do on a whole cloth design because, as you know, we talk about in Free Motion Quilting Academy how they are particularly suited to things like triangles or diamonds. And I love that you were like, I don't have to have piece triangles or diamonds in order to create my own. And you took the time to do that with your stitching. And I think it's beautiful. I love the contrast with the switchbacks. I love the ribbon candy around it and the feathers. Beautiful use of motifs, beautiful use of contrast between your background and your thread in the front. Susan, so good. That kookaburra, it just kills me. So beautiful. And again, you guys are brave with your thread contrasts and it works. You did a beautiful job showing that light shining behind the kookaburra. He's sitting, he's enjoying. So stunning. Well done, Susan. Okay, I love it. This home motif has been strong this year. This kind of house or dwelling motif. And I feel like I'm seeing that again here in yours. Looks very homesteady, looks very cozy. Kay, what a beautiful job. I love the way that you portray this. I love the use of red for that too. I think that's very striking and gorgeous. Megan, in a world where you can be anything, be kind. Oh, this hit me. Oh, this is a heavy topic. I'm going to like head into a heavy thing. But as many of you have probably seen on my social media, we had an absolutely horrifying thing happen here in Georgia back in February where a man named Ahmaud Arbery was shot down while he was out for a recreational jog by two white men. He was a man of color. He was just out jogging and they decided he looked threatening, and it was a terrible racially motivated situation. And Megan, your quilt struck me particularly strongly yesterday because yesterday was Ahmaud's 26th birthday, and across the country, and I presume the world, but especially across the country, many of us jogged 2.23 miles. So February 23rd was the day he was killed. We jogged 2.23 miles in honor of Ahmaud's birthday and to stand in solidarity with his mom for his birthday and for Mother's Day weekend. And your quilt really hit me that so much of what we need in our world is kindness. That if we could start with that baseline of being kind and loving towards one another, no matter how similar or dissimilar we are, it would take us a long way. So I love the way that you chose different motifs for different continents to create that space, those beautiful feathers framing throughout, and of course your inspirational message in the middle. So Megan, it really touched me as I was looking at it yesterday. Thank you so much for sharing this. So Cynthia, yes, this slide deck this video itself will be shared to the group, but I will also include, I need to write a blog post. Probably Monday would be probably when I write that. I want to actually put this blog post inside, or put this slide deck inside a blog post for you guys so you can go through at your own pace as well. Absolutely. Yes, Deborah, I've been giving it a lot of thought and like, yeah, yes. Just standing with my brothers and sisters in this, you know? Sadie, be happy. So in the midst of being kind, also being happy. And this, I mentioned several slides back to you guys that there were lots and lots of encouraging messages in the midst of this slide deck, and ones that I think come into even sharper focus because of what's going on in the world. Everything from stories like Ahmaud's to the large story of our pandemic, right? And this reminder of just looking for the bright little blooms, right? That things are hard, There are not kind and not beautiful things happening in the world right now, but finding these moments of happiness, little moments of joy. And I love the imagery you used of just these little flowers. It can be little things that call us to that happiness. That contrast you've created is stunning. The textures you've created is stunning. Sadie, well done. This is absolutely beautiful. Pat, again, another gorgeous landscape with that home imagery. I think home is meaning something special to each and every one of us right now. And I love that, whether exactly accurate or not in terms of, floor plan or whatever, but that so many of you have taken the time to portray your homes to us in your quilting. And I'm so thankful that you have this safe place to be and something that you can portray in your quilting that you feel fondly about. And I love your use of motifs in doing it. Absolutely beautiful. And this replay will be available immediately after this. It will probably be Monday before I get a blog posted where both the video and the slide deck itself are posted. Yeah, great question. Mary, I'm so glad you're here. Wonderful, wonderful. Yes, there will be a replay, Lisa. Fear not. Hema, this is gorgeous. I love how you created blocks within your whole cloth. And Hema, I admire your desire to create a quilt in a shape that's slightly different than your regular fat quarter. I think that's great. I think it looks beautiful. I also really hope that you're quilting that block over on the right. I hope that you're actually piecing that out of something and stitching it as well, because it'll look gorgeous. Jolyn, I love this vase of flowers. These are such cool motifs that you chose to incorporate. And I love the difference of more geometric shapes and also the different densities that you chose to use, as well as incorporating just the movement of the fabric dye as well. Jill, this is gorgeous. I'm unsure this is a very round vase or a pumpkin with flowers on top, but either way, I am completely here for it. And I'm also very here for your polka dot binding. I think it's absolutely stunning. I love the way that you created different shapes of your vase / pumpkin with different motifs. I love the flowers. I love the texture of your flowers. Absolutely stunning. I love it so, so, so much. Let's see. Hold on. I'm reading questions down below. Kelly says, is there a second graduation in July? Yes, I will announce details in June. I don't have final details yet. And I'll be fully honest with you guys. The reason I don't have full details about July's graduation is because we are supposed to go on a vacation in June that I think is going to happen on schedule. But if it does not, it's going to get pushed to July. And I don't want to have to move a graduation date around. So I'm waiting until I know for sure about when we're traveling, so that once I say a date, that is the date, because I don't want to change it on you guys. So that's why I'm waiting, but I will be saying. Trina, what do you mean are there specific dimensions? I recommend fat quarter size for these projects when we are at the end of Free Motion Quilting Academy. Holly, I love this turtle. It is so cool. So Holly shared in the group that this was a painting that she did first, and then she recreated it as a quilt. And I love the textures. I love the way she used different motifs to create the turtle shell. I love the way she distinguished between the true density of the shell and the motion of the turtle, the motion of the water. You did a wonderful job creating a clear 3 different depths on this, Polly. I think it's absolutely beautiful. Patricia, this is gorgeous. The best I can tell, this is either a variegated thread or a slightly variegated fabric, and I'm not sure which it is. But I love it. And I love the way the shades change across the piece in various ways. I love the way you use lots of different motifs. So, so gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, well done. Oh, I missed one. Dawn created Van Gogh, but slightly different, and in Free Motion Quilting. And I love this. So this is Van Gogh's Starry Night, isn't it? I'm having a total moment of crisis that if it's not Starry Night, I'm going to panic. Dawn, I love it. I love that you chose to use the wood grain to create the tree shapes, but that you didn't outline them otherwise. I think that's a really cool way to have those dark shapes that in the painting so dominate the image. And here it is still very obvious and yet blends in its own way. I love the way you created the motion in the background, the thread changes. Dawn, this is just stunning. Just well done. Wow, wow, wow. Oh my gosh, Carol, I am so, so sorry for your loss. We are sending all the love and hugs. Oh my heavens. Thank you, Dawn. I just had a moment of panic over whether or not it was starry night. I don't know why. I should know that, but that's a whole other thing. Carol, we are with you, my love. We are with you. Delina, another message of hope. Guys, these last couple of quilts, I'm going to be honest, I intentionally put these last couple of quilts at the end because I wanted to wrap this beautiful overview of work with clear messages of hope. And I feel like so many of the quilts tonight communicate that, beautiful messages of safety and of home and encouragement and unity and kindness. And those are the things I wanted to take away. Those are the qualities of a quilting rock star. Guys, Free Motion Quilting Academy is a course that's designed to guide you from being a beginner free motion quilter to a confident intermediate quilter. But your quilting skill is not the thing we value most about you. The thing I value most in a quilting rock star and the thing our community values most is these qualities of hope and caring for each other and of encouragement and being uplifting, of being there in times of loss, of being there in times of joy. And I'm so pleased that so many of you chose to use your beautiful final projects to communicate those qualities. I think that says a lot about this community. Guys, I just, and wrapping with Donna. Donna, this is beautiful. She was inspired by the chalk art of the children in Italy who had been reminding us all that it's going to be okay. Everything will be okay. Andri tutto bene, which I should not try to speak Italian, so bear with me. But this is an image that we've seen across social media and across the news of these beautiful rainbow drawings that Italian children have been chalking all over their beautiful country. And a number of quilters have captured in free motion quilting. And Donna, I was so pleased that you did as well. And you did a beautiful job. I love the contrast of your colors for your rainbow, the embroidery for the saying at the bottom, but then also your graffiti quilting and the blending in the background. You did an absolutely beautiful job. So guys, hooray, absolutely hooray. I'm going to briefly exit out of my slide deck because I just want to take a moment, face to camera and say, I am so proud of you guys. I've said it throughout the slide deck. I can't overstate it. It's an honor to be your teacher. It's an honor to be your guide. It's an honor to know you guys, albeit virtually. Congratulations on the amazing work that you've done. And for each of these over 40 women who have graduated here tonight, as I even now hold this Rockstar pin to the camera, this is the pin each of you guys will be receiving in the mail as a celebration of your accomplishment. It is my great joy and delight to declare you guys quilting rock stars. You've done the work. You've gone the distance. Congratulations on being official Free Motion Quilting Academy graduates. So guys, let's see all the hearts for the reaction. Let's see some huge huzzahs in the comments. I'm so proud of you guys. You've done beautiful work. If I could hug each of you in person, I would. Distance and the Rona are both problems with that right now, but just know that that is my heart for each of you. And I'm so thankful for those of you who have graduated tonight, who have done this work. For those of you who are still working towards graduation, those of you who are already inside this class and you are setting your eyes on a July graduation, we will have another ceremony in just a couple of months. You guys are doing gorgeous work. I'm so proud of you. So many of you guys who are waiting to graduate until July, look at all those hearts. Oh, guys, I'm going to try not to cry. Those of you who have set your sights on that July graduation, so many of you have stories that include a lot of life. We have a lot of caregivers, frontline workers, pro mask makers who are delaying their graduation. And guys, even now we begin our salutation of you. I just want you to know that we will be celebrating you too very soon. Stay encouraged. All right, guys, you have done an absolutely amazing job. And guys, we're not done because some of you who are here, I'm going to go back to my slide deck. I'm moving fast. I'm scared of getting like way too choked up about this, guys. Some of you are going, what about me? I'm not in the class. Can I do that? Can I try that thing? And I'm going to take a hot second to say, yes, you can. First of all, I don't care what your hesitations are. I don't care what your skill level is. You're like, I am a terrified beginner. This is the class for you, Rockstar. We got you. We got a place for you. So if you were looking at these projects going, I really want to know how to do that, but I don't think it's possible for me, let me tell you, it is possible. You can either Google, or you can try some books, whatever, or you could try my tried and tested roadmap through Free Motion Quilting Academy, which you guys cannot see that text because my face is over it on the slide, which is kind of annoying. But I would recommend that. So if you are interested in Free Motion Quilting Academy, if you are here and you're like, what these ladies just did, I want to do that too, then you're invited to the wait list. And over the course of Free Motion Quilting Academy, you'll learn over 30 free motion quilting motifs. Hello, typo. Practice planning your quilting ahead of time to take the stressful decisions out of the quilting process and grow from being an anxious beginner quilter to a confident intermediate quilter, just like these incredible rock stars. And let me just share what a few of tonight's rock stars had to say about the course. So Nancy said, your encouraging teaching was the best, and the way you love every motif. This meander is my favorite. These feathers are the greatest. You'll love these smoky swirls. Your positivity pushes out of the box of our comfort zones, and we learn we can fly. You can fly. Rockstar, I think tonight's slideshow shows that beyond a shadow of a doubt. You're always a step ahead of us, so we don't panic or give up. You realize we're all human and life is just a trip we should enjoy together as we travel this road together. Totally loved it. The work at your own pace was great. So Nancy, thank you for these kind words. And guys, this is exactly the environment that I want to create for each and every one of you on your free motion quilting journey. Diane said, I felt the course fulfilled its promise to help me move from being a confident intermediate free motion quilter, move to being a confident intermediate free motion quilter. I've not only completed the class samples, but I've quilted 2 full-size quilts that had languished for years, and I'm working on a third. HollyAnne was an enthusiastic chief encouragement officer. I've enjoyed the Q&A sessions and social hours, and I had no prior experience with Facebook Live videos. Diane, I'm so glad you've tuned in. That makes me so happy. Deborah says, thanks, HollyAnne, objective achieved. I have more experience and loads more confidence. I would have liked a PDF set of each of the motifs with little arrows. I think that's a brilliant idea, and I would like to work on that for you. But one thing I really appreciated was your awareness that left-handed people work things out differently. Your suggesting alternating approaches, directions, etc. was very helpful. Deborah, your work is just stunning, and I love that arrows idea. I think that's great feedback. So guys, enrollment is going to reopen on August 21st. There's a link in the caption of this video, but if you go to stringandstory.com/FMQ Academy, you can go ahead and get on the wait list. Okay, guys? So I wanted to make sure you guys know about that. Now, let me hop over here and get to where I can see all of y'all. Let me go back through these comments. I just want to continue celebrating, and I'll remind you guys about that link in a minute. Oh my gosh, all the congratulations, all the huzzahs, huzzah, huzzah. And you have done beautiful, beautiful, beautiful work. I am so proud of each and every one of you guys. Yes, talent and hugs, well deserved. I agree. And here's the thing, you guys are talented. I'm never going to discount from that. I also believe that each and every one of you put in some real work in this course, and I really want to make sure that we celebrate that journey and celebrate that grit in each and every one of you rock stars. Well done. I love being your guide. I love being in this class with you guys. Oh my gosh, Cindy, your encouragement, so good. Oh, Joe, I hope you graduate in July. Hey, you know what? Life happens. And here's the thing. Like the fact that you've learned what you already, like that you've used what you already have learned on quilts, that's the big win here, Joe, right? Like it is awesome to graduate. I love celebrating you guys. But one of the things I promised you when you guys started Free Motion Quilting Academy was that you would learn to finish your own quilts. And Joe, if you're already doing that, then that is huge. That is absolutely huge. Oh, look at that lefty solidarity. I loved it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Best summer school class to finish up. I love it. Oh, love it, love it, love it. Oh, I just realized that look at that. Oh my gosh, guys, look. I can show your comments on the screen. Sorry, I just learned I could do that right here, right now, as I'm scrolling down. Anyway, that was fun. See, this is the real secret, guys. Always be a lifelong learner. You never know what you'll figure out on live camera in front of everybody. Guys, congratulations. I am so proud. And each and every one of you, I know many of you guys have tried free motion quilting before, and you came to me going, I don't know, HollyAnne, is this going to work? And I'm pleased that it has. And I really think the secret sauce of Free Motion Quilting Academy is you guys. You get in this together. I show you the way, but you travel it together. And you travel it with solidarity, and you travel it with grit, and you travel it with grace. and it's a beautiful thing to witness. So guys, all of you who have graduated, my beautiful, freshly minted, I think there's about 45 of you, Free Motion Quilting Academy Rockstars. Congratulations. I'm so proud of you. For all of you who have your sights set on July, I cannot wait to celebrate you as well. And for those of you who are sitting here going, I think I want to try that thing, know that your opportunity is coming at the end of August. Go ahead and get on that wait list so that you'll be the first to know. Spoiler, there'll probably be an early bird registration again. So it's worth being on that wait list so that you find out the moment you can get in the doors, okay? Oh, Deborah, I love that you're already finishing your own quilts. Oh, so good. Beautiful work, my dears. All right. Are there any questions for me? I will be surprised if there are. You guys are so encouraging. Oh my gosh, you're gonna make me blush. But if there are any questions for me, I'm here for them. Otherwise, we have celebrated our beautiful rock stars, and off you guys go to quilt. That feels so quick. It feels like we just flew this by, but congratulations to our gorgeous graduates tonight. You've earned it. You've earned this pin. I can't wait to see you guys wearing it and celebrating, and I can't wait to continue seeing your gorgeous work. And so many of you guys, so here's a hard pivot. I'm surprising myself by even mentioning it. So something that my Free Motion Quilting Academy students know that everyone else doesn't is I've recently created a new membership experience that is exclusively right now for Free Motion Quilting Academy students. It's called the Guild. And for those of you who are Free Motion Quilting Academy students who are continuing with me in the Guild, there's a lot of you, and I'm so pleased. For those of you who are still on the fence, I hope that I will see you inside that party as well, because I think one of the most bittersweet things about tonight is I completely love coming together to celebrate you guys, and it always makes me sad that tonight marks the end of our weekly time together. So I hope that many of you who are eligible by already being members of the course will be jumping into the membership with me. Yeah, because I'm eager to continue with you guys. I saw the question, scoot by, Eve, do I teach quilting with rulers? So it is not part of Free Motion Quilting Academy. I've offered it as a standalone workshop, an intro to quilting with rulers, several times in the last 6 months. Right now, it is something that I will be teaching inside of the Guild, which is the new membership experience for Free Motion Quilting Academy students. So Eve, right now, that is only available to Free Motion Quilting Academy students. I will probably offer the intro level as a standalone workshop again at some point in the future, but I don't actually have it slated on the calendar at the moment. But also, if you go through Free Motion Quilting Academy in the fall, then the Guild will become an opportunity for you later in the year, which is a great option. That's where I'm teaching all of my intermediate and advanced quilting skills. Yeah, absolutely. Guys, I'm so thankful for each and every one of you. I'm so proud of the work that you've done. I'm honored to be your teacher and guide, and I'm honored most of all to be part of your lives. So thank you for your work. Thank you for being beautiful humans. And with that, have a beautiful Saturday evening, and I will see you soon. Good night, grads. Congratulations.